So the DJI Mavic 3 is out, and this looks like an amazing machine, at least on paper. Watching all the release videos from the influencers kind of was a bit of a flat and dull feeling, as we know most of the specs. As DJI is leaking as a shot tin can, it was very difficult to be excited when they announced the real product. But what wasn't part of the leaks was how the actual video quality looks right out of the drone. Because the bigger camera is a micro four thirds combined with Hasselblad color science, we know this is going to be exceptional. Especially with the Cine version that is capable of recording ProRes 422 HQ directly on a 1TB SSD hard drive. By the way, both standard drone and the Cine version is capable of recording ProRes 422 HQ. But you need the 1TB SSD drive to have a media that's fast enough to store the footage, as no SD card is fast enough to handle that format. Is this enough to justify the investment and handling the enormous file sizes that the ProRes 422 HQ file format is producing? And when we're saying larger file size, I'm not kidding. I have a few clips here, and one of them is 51 seconds, and that produces a clip that is around 9 GB. So if you decide to use that format and invest the additional money in the Cine version, be sure that you are ready to handle these big file sizes, as they will add a lot of additional cost and computational power requirement for your computer to be able to use it to full. Because I've not decided yet if I'm going to take the plunge, I reached out to a good friend of the channel, Billy Kyle, and asked if I could use some of the sample footage that he had made available, so I could show you the quality that can be produced with the DJI Mavic 3 in the ProRes 422 HQ format. The raw samples that I'll be using in this video is 5.1K ProRes 422 HQ. It's been uploaded to YouTube in the highest possible resolution, so that will give you a good idea of the quality. And a big thank you to Billy Kyle for letting me use this footage, and of course you should go and check all his other videos around the DJI Mavic 3 through a link in the description below. I really like the way Billy is covering this drone, simply covering the raw facts and not trying to spice it up with all sorts of additional information. The first clip is a nice clip from a suburban area around Philadelphia. I would assume maybe it's where he actually lives. At least I've seen the bridge a few times and the footage that Billy is normally providing. This is how the colors look like with the normal color profile ungraded. And as you can see, the colors are very neutral and nice, and there's a lot of details in the image, especially if you look at the houses. Let's just try and magnify the image so you can see the details. You can see a lot of details going on here. The next clip is recorded with the DLOG format, and what you would see when you rewatch that is that it's very flat and very boring. And this is to preserve as much of the 12.8 stops of dynamic range that is possible with this drone. So in that way, by recording in the 10-bit DLOG format, you will preserve a lot of highlights, and the dark areas of the footage will give us a lot more options in post. Pulling off a nice subtle reveal shot, giving a nice view to the church in the background. I was not even aware that they had buildings like that in the US. That looks more like a European thing. The next clip is a super nice reveal of the Philadelphia skyline. And let's try see if we can grade that one so we can see how nice that would look. There are no LUTs available on the DJI website as it is right now, so I will try with some of the ones that I've been using in the past to color grade previous log footage from DJI. I'm not sure what the big building is in the front. Again with this clip, let's zoom in and check out the detail level of the footage. To me it looks very nice and super sharp. What do you think about the 5.1K footage produced by the DJI Mavic 3? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, these were daylight footage samples kindly provided by Billy Kyle. And if you don't know Billy Kyle, he's doing some extensive testing of the Mavic 3 as it is right now. And I will of course make sure to link his channel in the comments below. I'm going to do a follow-up video as well covering the low light performance of this drone. Consider subscribing if you don't want to miss that. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you around.